I'm out here shirtless in my taekwondo gi. Got my blood on my pants. Just working up a sweat. I just been, every time a fish splashes, I do 10 high knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm training my body to do it on reflex. Every time I see a stimuli, I say that's what I'm gonna do. That's how you develop combinations. You say every time I see a twitch, that's 10 kicks. Every time I see a punch, that's 10 kicks. Every time I see a flinch, that's 10 kicks. Every time you see a movement, you gotta adapt your body to do what you want. And then you have to have the ability to do it. So you have to do it every single time. You have to have it as a non-stop continuous motion. See, talking uses your breath, but so does thinking. Everything uses your breath. You have to be ready to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. You just sprint until you're out of breath. And then you catch your breath and keep going. I've been doing this shit all morning. This is how you climb a mile. You have to treat the mile as a mountain. And you're using effort to get to the next rest point. But if you never stop moving, you're always resting. You learn how to turn your tired body into a resting body. And that comes from breath control. See, when my breath is out of control, I just count each of my breaths. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you train your body to catch a second wind whenever you want to, there is no third wind. You just keep going. It's a perpetual motion machine. You have to treat your body as a perpetual motion machine. You have to tap into that deep reserve of energy, that deep reserve of ki. You gotta keep going. I've sprinted so many laps, more than I've ever sprinted before. And it's like, I'm trying to make my personal best an ongoing story. If I sprint everywhere, then I never stop sprinting. It's like a Pokemon game. They never stop sprinting. I wanna learn how to treat my body like a Pokemon game. Like, it just does whatever I tell it to do when I tell it to do it. It's gonna break down eventually, but I'm in my youth. This is when you're supposed to train. This is when you're supposed to get your omnipotence. I started with omniscience, so that's why I started the YouTube series, so I can detail it. But omniscience is an ongoing thing. So is omnipotence, so is omnipresence. If you're everywhere, if you've been everywhere, then you can be everywhere. You can only be where you've been. You can only go where you've been, because that's where you are. The unknown is always right in front of you. You know, I don't know what'll happen when I take this step. I can pop an atom and just blow up the world. That could happen. Anything could happen. I don't know everything. I just have limited omniscience, limited omnipotence. But anyway, that's how you train. You just sort of get into a habit, develop good habits, and then you'll express yourself good, all that stuff. This is enhancer training. Every sort of exercise is enhancer training, because when you get your flow going, that's your key. When you can feel it build up in places, when you feel it build up behind your legs, when you can feel it pulling every time you kick, you gotta direct it to the point of contact. You gotta say, I wanna hear that tree make a noise. And then when you make a noise, you directed your energy through your body and into the tree. When I say I'm gonna throw this into the air and kick it, I should hear a sound. If I don't hear a sound, I missed. Well, every time I hear a sound, I know I get it. So you just train by playing with your environment. That's what you would do if you landed on a planet. You wouldn't have to develop weights. You would have weight training, just lifting rocks and stuff. But that's what I'm doing. That's a metaphor for life. Let me go record this and then get back to work.